you know, with Lennox Lewis now saying that he wants to come back to boxing possibly, you got James Toney, who ate himself out of his division, wanting to come back to boxing, calling out Mike Tyson or Holyfield. You got Holyfield coming back. You got Shannon the Cannon Briggs wanting to come back, although he's never really been out, I guess, because, he got popped for steroids, had his, suspension done, and then he could come back to boxing. But he was pretty active up until about, a year and a half, 2 years ago. So you got Shannon Briggs. You've had in the past Klitschko playing with the comeback. And this made me think, why don't we have like a big three, or like in bodybuilding, the Masters? Why don't they start a league for older boxers, say like 40 plus? It could be like the Masters of boxing. That would get your older fighters money. I really feel like people would still pay to see older fighters fight. It would give them more longevity, because what you do is when they enter 40 years old, if they choose to go up to the Masters division, right, you don't let anybody younger than 40 fight in it. So they'll only be fighting 40 plus guys. So therefore the danger kind of goes down, as long as they still have all their mental awareness with them. They're still capable of speaking sentences, and they're not delayed. They're not starting to have an onset of Parkinson's and stuff like that. As long as they're healthy, they can pass an inspection, maybe give them MRIs to make sure there's no brain damage or anything brewing with their head. I really feel like boxing, as interested as people are getting in it, should have a 40 plus division. And if 40 is too young, then go 42 plus or 45 plus. Make a age cap to go up. Now, here's the flip side of that. And I think even Roy Jones Jr. still randomly fights, So here's another catch to that. Not only could you keep these guys getting paid, not only would the competition age with them, so therefore it's not like a young lion coming after the old masterful fighter, but what you do is you keep your older men active, you keep them no ring rust in the ring. They're ready, they're able, they're always in fight condition, right? Now what you can end up doing is, if they want to, at some point in time, you can have the, say, undisputed 40 plus Masters champion fight whatever weight class current champion if they wanted to. Then you can really see how the young dude stacks up against the old dude. Will the youth beat him, or will the old man beat him? And I only say that you could possibly see that as if whatever the current reigning champion is of that division, as long as they're not getting beat up every fight, they're still looking good. They're still looking like they could compete with young guys. Let them do it. Hell, Manny Pacquiao right now, 42 years old, going on 43, and he's in there beating young guys. So why not give the older champions in this new division a opportunity to fight a young guy if, they're looking like they can do it? That was my 2 cents, because, I really think that these guys, especially for some older fighters who couldn't do anything but fight, or not even the fact that they can't do anything else, the fact that they never had time to go to college, they never had time to do all these other things, because their life was just about dedication to the sport, dedication to fighting. And now maybe they made some bad financial moves. They need money. If they can't get a job as a sport analyst, then they really don't have any opportunities over there. So it would give older fighters who financially made mistakes an opportunity to get more money. I'm not saying you should pay them $30 million a fight, but I guarantee you, hell, Mike Tyson, I bet you he's worth $30 million. If Mike Tyson came back right now, today, and said, I'm going pro for my first fight, it wouldn't matter if he fought a tomato can. I guarantee you he could pull $30 million for himself. I'm not talking about how much the venue makes. I'm talking about he could pull enough money from that venue to pocket $30 million at least, because there would be that much interest, the nostalgia of just that killer. And the same could be said for Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, and etc. So I really think it would be a good idea to do that. Outside of that, I'm going to show y'all something, okay? Now, before I end my video, this is what I've been going through. This is why I haven't put up a video for a few days. So let me bring this close so you can see that. I don't know if you can read it. I don't know how well it's focusing, but pretty much it just says, thank you for submitting your video appeal to YouTube. After further review, we've determined that your video doesn't violate our community guidelines. Your video has been reinstated and your account is in good standing. Sincerely, the YouTube team. Now, this didn't stop here. I got into contact with YouTube. And I'm going ahead and giving this as a forewarning because I've had a bunch of emails going back and forth, especially over this. So after going back and forth several times, I will say this, and you know who you are. Now, did they release this information to me? But no, they did not. But they are tracking now because I've already put in my own complaint. Now, there's somebody who's been giving me a thumbs down on all my videos. The team member that I spoke to confirmed it's all coming from the same IP address. And they also confirmed that I'm being trolled off of backdating to where me and this person first had communication. So I know who you are. You know who you are. They told me enough to where I figured it out. This is what I'm going to tell you right now. You keep trolling my page, I'm going to go through with this complaint and you're about to lose your account. Period. Point blank, period. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you what's going to happen from back and forth communications. Also, they're tracking the IP address of who went ahead and put this on my video saying that I put up spam, saying that I violated the terms of service by spamming, which it was not. So that's being tracked as well. So continue to troll and you're going to get your account banned. And it's not just going off your account. They're tracking your IP. So if you make a fake account and it leads to your main account, guess what's going to happen? I'm throwing that out there. I won't show all the emails because that's going too far and that would violate terms of agreement, but this does not. So if you like what you just listened to, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, no, old men shouldn't come back. They should stay retired. We don't want to see them get hurt. Then give it a thumbs down. And if you really liked it, go ahead and sub to my channel because that's what helps me out the most. Also, a lot of people who are subbed to me keep asking why they never get updates. There's no reminders letting them know that my videos go. So now, not only do you have to subscribe to a channel, I talked to the YouTube team about this as well, you also have to click the bell icon. If you don't hit the bell icon, you're not going to get any updates, reminders. Nothing's going to come across your phone banner saying that I posted a new video. So you've got to do both those. Sub. If you're already subbed, just click the bell. And if you're subbing, sub and click the bell. That way you can actually see when I drop content. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Also, in the comment sections, let me end on this actually. Go ahead and let me know. Do y'all agree? Do y'all think there should be a master class for boxers of all weight classes? If you can get enough boxers. And, you know, normally the lighter weight classes probably wouldn't stay because as you get older, metabolism slows down, start that gain weight. So probably the weights and all that wouldn't be in there. But I'd imagine that welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and definitely heavyweight could do it. Do y'all think that it should be done? I do. I think it would be great. So let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for watching.